Yeah, so he is playing absolutely relentless against Red Bull Can on the treble, and well, gets that Puppeteer's hold off. Puppeteer's hold off now, though, and that port is going to come out of the Terra Mount. Tremble is returned to base.
Yeah, I think what you were saying before, they've got to keep that pressure up on the Tremble, because going into late game, that's the real hero they're going to have to worry about. And if they can shut down Tremble so he can't get those big ticket items, maybe like a Mock of Brilliance or even like a Frost Fireblade or Frostbrand, whatever, they should be able to maintain their hold on this game. The Golden Experience lead is in favour of the Legion at the moment, Forgotten Gaming, partly due to that Tempest, of course, being in the jungle, so they're able to more efficiently split up that Golden Experience. But it looks like action might be happening down here. Boris is actually going to scout out that Magmus. If Boris runs a little bit further, he is actually going to grab one Spider Mine, ends up running into the others as well. Power Throw coming out from a Luna as well onto that Magmus. Elemental Void coming out, Magmus will go down, and that's going to be enough for him. Plague coming out onto that Engineer, onto that Pebbles, but they will have enough of a split that it will be okay. Engineer does go down though to Dry Hump, so Plague Rider getting a double tap.
Yeah, double tap there on King Dry Hump, and as Chip Rules offering your boy Harry some nuts. So looks like yeah, Forgotten Gaming may even try and turn this little advantage there in that team fight into a tower. They're hitting down in this first tier outer tower down in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, up at top we've got Puppet Master doing the exact same to that tower. But I think Forgotten Gaming will pick up that tower first. Yes, Red Bull can getting credit for that tower kill. So nice last hit there.
Great plays there. Tempest actually Portal King ahead of that Puppet Master. They did stack the stuns a little bit there, but it's not really going to matter. Those last auto attacks from the Elementals, I think, taking him out. And that was just great heads up from Forgotten Gaming. Of course, Pebbles is here, though, with that Magmus. He does the Lava Surge, does miss, though, and the Stalagmites do miss as well. Keg Stun hits both of them, but Magmus will go down. And they're in a little bit of trouble here. Fade, Tempest, and Tremble there backing off as Pebbles takes a lot of damage due to those elementals, and I think Zenith Gaming shouldn't be getting too keen here as Fade is off to the side and potentially trying to set a little bit of something up here. Perhaps Zenith need to re-coordinate a little bit, maybe get a little bit more mana. The Kelp Field going out a little bit early, only on that Tremble, unfortunately, but they do end up taking him out with the Stun Chuck combo. I don't know about that. Obviously, Lock Shadow on that Bubbles, taking the Tremble. Didn't know that Fade was still nearby. Had he waited a little bit, might have been able to catch both of them.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I'm not too sure about that. That bit of play there, but looks like, Zenith Gaming are going to be able to turn that into the outer tower at top. The glyph does come out, but I don't see any ports going out. Fade is actually invis at the moment. Not sure if Fade has enough of the combos. We see the power throw does hit Bubbles there. Bubbles porting out with that Shell Surf, but will it be enough? It looks like no. Fade. It's actually going on to your boy Harry there. A great keg though, almost saves him. Not quite enough. Kaiser Prime picking up the kill in the end. Got the Terra Mount destroys a couple of trees. A very speedy Tremble there, but he doesn't want to dive a Puppet Master who may have one of his many forms of CC up. But the Fade Stun actually goes on to Puppet Master though. This might be a dead Puppet. Yes, T-Bizzle picks up credit for that kill.
And it looks like now Forgotten Gaming going to put this together for another push, as they have just been picking off this Hellborn team one at a time. And again, it's moving into favour for that Hellborn team, the Legion team, after a bit of a shaky start. That Tremble's starting to pick up again now, although Tempest and Plague Rider are definitely carrying that game so far. 368 and 353 gold per minute those two. Puppetmaster doing what he can at 344, and obviously is that later game hero working on a Shroud, but at this stage of the game it doesn't matter. That Tempest is just huge.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, just looking at all those items and the levels that Tempest has, and I think, when No Friends got caught out in the top lane there, when I think he actually did have 1,300 gold in the bank, enough to finish off the Shroud. When he got caught out there, that really was a great pick for Forgotten Gaming, because they've delayed his Shroud by another maybe even 4 minutes, and that is pretty huge. That's kind of the difference between Puppet Master being able to solo kill and, as we see here, potentially getting solo kill, but no, Fade is just going to back out of that one.
Magnus is nearby. He will use the Puppet Show on an illusion, but better safe than sorry, I guess. The rest of the Legion team, actually the Hellborn team, Zenith jumping in there, Lock Shadow on that Bubbles. Looks like Fade and a Luna backing up to the sides there. Now we see a lot of wards coming out from July 29, obviously playing that Luna. So shout out to the supports. See a couple of Rev wards doing a bit of Rev warding there. And a couple of wards coming up from their Hellborn team. Your boy Harry doing what he can. So I see a little bit even there, but again, this game 8-6, 7,000 gold lead for that for Forgotten Gaming. And you got to remember, they are one game ahead now in the best of 3 series for the grand final of the Cybergamer Invitational. So they could just get comfortable here. Puppet Master going in with that Shroud, doing a lot of damage onto that Fade. One more auto attack will finish him off. They do use that Puppet Master ultimate as well. The ports are coming in though. Tempest is jumping in nearby. Magma Stun ends up hitting 3 of them. That Luna and everything. The Meteor does come down. The Plague jumping out there will bounce around a couple of times. Engineer could be out of here. Actually ends up getting away with the B sticker health as Pebbles jumping back in with that stun. He does have that throw ready though, deciding not to use it. Fade is still in Viz nearby, having popped that ultimate, and it looks like Forgotten Gaming will just try and regroup a little bit there.
Yeah, so that Plague was, pretty devastating. Didn't quite manage to secure the kill onto your boy Harry's Engineer though, so a little bit unfortunate for Plague Rider there, King Dryhump. But King Dryhump, he's got 370 gold per minute. He had a very nice time in that top lane early on. But we've got, just looking at the gold per minutes, lots of GPM on Kaiser Prime and King Dryhump, as we actually might see the attempted assassination here of Kaiser Prime on the Tempest. Looks like he's not going to be able to get that one off though. The Pebble Stun does come out, followed up by the toss onto Tempest, but Kaiser Prime is still alive. That Astrolabe, I think, just saved him. And K's for life might get dropped here by the Plague auto attack. No, we've got Magnus, who's stunned, now is invisible. Not for long though, as Fade knocks him out of that with those shadows. Now your boy Harry's in a lot of danger as well. He doesn't have boots, and I don't think that was quite the perfect keg there.
Yeah, no, I think he was kind of dead there either way. Obviously, that that Fade running him with haste, and especially when you don't have boots yourself, playing that ward bitch doesn't really have much to show for it at the moment. But I mean, that was pretty good from that Hellborn team. They were backing off quite safely. A bit of misplays maybe. I mean, that Pebbles did the throw straight up in the air. I would have liked to see him throw back maybe to make Tempest have to go further to try and get away. Although throwing Tempest into the middle of your team might not be the best if he has an ulti ready to go. Tremble looks like could go down here actually. Puppet Master getting held by Boris and obviously getting slowed as well. And won't even be able to take out Boris unfortunately. Puppet Master got to be a little bit careful though, as Bubbles is running into Fade. Won't be able to take cover or anything like that as the stuns and the Contagion going off. Now, Puppet Master does have that invis, so I can imagine, yep, he's going to use it there to get away. Another thing which I noticed in that team fight, before just going back to that, I want to bring a point. Puppet Master used that Puppeteer hold on Tempest. Now, Tempest ran up the hill a little bit, but didn't try and overcommit to running, as it would have pulled him right back to the center, so he decided to stay on the edge, and that's what I was talking about before with that Tremble. If you can just stay on the edge of the Puppeteer's hold, it actually isn't that bad for you. And as soon as it wears off, potentially you can get away, whereas you can waste time trying to run and getting pulled back, of course.
Yeah, certainly that was a nice build play there by Kaiser Prime on the Tempest. So looks like before they go out, Forgotten Gaming are just going to steal these Ancients away from Zenith Gaming at the moment, and they leave with those. But yeah, I mean, just looking at Forgotten Gaming's lineup at the moment and looking at the gold per minutes, obviously we've got the Plague, who's very, very farmed. We've got the Tempest, who's very, very farmed. Even the Fade as well, sitting on about 360 GPM. But, Zenith Gaming, they do have a pretty farmed Puppet Master. And, Puppet Master, he scales very, very well. I mean, a Plague with 400 GPM probably is a little bit less scary than, something like a Puppet Master. if he's able to get to that point as well. So Zenith Gaming, as long as they're able to continue farming, maybe get a few more nice picks off onto Forgotten Gaming, then they're still definitely in this one. And yeah, I think one of the problems at the moment though is your boy Harry still doesn't have those birds. So when he's warding, he kind of does it in fear at the moment. Without having those birds, it's extremely hard to safely ward.
Now, Pubmaster actually going to walk by a Ward of Revelation. They will see him. Fade's going to throw the Invis on himself. So if they do catch him out here, he could be in a little bit of trouble. 4 seconds till the Shroud is active. But if they're able to pull this off here, Fade doing that ultimate as well. Tempest Portal King in. And the power throw coming out from a Luna. Getting credit for the kill there. Wanting to guarantee the kill as well. So that's not what they want. Magma's actually getting picked off by neutral creeps. There's Harry Shell getting a little bit too keen on that Vagabond leader. As that happens, though, action happening in that top lane. Tremble is jumping in there. A huge ultimate coming from Tempest, getting denied straight away, though, by that keg. Boris is in the front lines there, and so are some elementals. They do catch that engineer down, and it looks like they will be able to group up here and push, having not lost anyone, and whereas 3 people actually being down for that Hellborn team. So very unfortunate. Magnus is dead, and it looks like Forgotten Gaming going to put a lot of harassment onto this Rax right now.
Yeah, certainly, but we actually have the portal key in from Temples there. He's going to go on to Kaiser Prime on his Tempest. The Luna is silenced there from Bubbles, but the Plague is bouncing around, doing so much damage. Magnus is not going to be able to get that ultimate off, and he's going to drop to King Dry Hump. Red Bull Can gets the kill onto Lock Shadow as well. It's looking bad for them. Tempest actually is going to drop there, and we've got the ultimate pop there by Papa Master, but he's going to not be saved by the keg there. Now, Engineer is in trouble as well. We see the port in actually from Magnus gets the stunt off, but a nice Astrolabe comes out from Plague Rider there, and Magnus is looking very, very dead. They're going to be able to turn this into a Rax down in the bottom, I think. Yeah,
it was a good try from Zenith. I mean, going in 1 at a time or 2 or 3 at a time, it had its merits, and they were trying to hold off this Rax as best they could, but unfortunately, they just couldn't take on the full might of Forgotten Gaming with all their heroes up, with all those ultimates ready as well. And they ended up losing that melee Rax, potentially going to lose this ranged Rax, or at least they might over time. But you got to remember, this is best of 3. They're in the second game, and Zenith did not want to give this one up. Obviously, they want to get that money, or at least get a chance at it, and try and push this to a game 3. So, I mean, the game's not over by any means. Puppet Master can still come back from this. It looks like he's going for a shrunken head to try and get rid of some of that CC that could be coming down on him.
Yeah, I really like that idea there, as we actually see Chaos for Life gets the kill onto July 29th, and that's going to help out Pebbles a little bit there as well. So a nice pick off. That's exactly what Zenith Gaming need. But yeah, once Puppet Master is able to get that shrunken head, if he is, then that is going to be a big help. I mean, just looking at Forgotten Gaming's lineup, they have lots and lots of stuns, CC, magic damage, all of that. But in terms of physical right click, we've got a Tremble who does have a shrunken head, but not much in terms of raw DPS. So I think that shrunken head is a great pickup there once Puppet Master's able to finish it off.
Yeah, I think the later this game goes, the more chance they have, though obviously Tempest with a shrunken head, now he's got a portal key, Plague Rider even with a portal key, Astrolabe and Barrier Idol, Fade's got a portal key and a puzzle box. I mean, these are all huge items. Tremble's got a shrunken head and a Helm of the Buck Legion. He's going to be moving around doing a lot of damage, just being really annoying. And even a Luna obviously got Steam Boots, so doing not too bad with her power supply as well. And it looks like they're grouping up here a little bit. Fade's going to scout out this Pebbles. Pebbles could be in a little bit of trouble if he gets caught out here. They don't have any wards of sight. There goes the Tempest. There goes the Fade as well. Keg's done coming out, but it is way too slow. Puppet Master doing what he can, doing those auto attacks. Will shroud out a little bit there. Shrunken head on that Tempest. Grabs that Puppet Master, goes, fuck it, I just want to grab him. Tremble doing a lot of auto attack damage. Again, July 29th getting credit for the kill with that power throw. And Engineer is on the run on his own right now, as he will run into the base, but it's not going to be enough. Ends up getting taken out. Kaiser Prime getting credit for that kill as well. So huge at the moment. Kaiser Prime 5-2. King Dry Hump 6-0. Not usually what you see your supports on. Obviously, Plague Rider going more that ganking role with the portal key, almost playing like a Polywog or a Pyromancer just without the stun. And they're going to push in this middle lane. This could be a second Rax, and this could spell GG for Zenith Gaming.
Yeah, Harry Shell, he just does not care. He's in that steam bath there, doing a little bit of damage. Isn't even able to pick up those elemental replicates with that steam bath, but he uses it again. In fact, Kaiser Prime in a little bit of trouble. He gets knocked back by the keg, but wow, Engineer gets dropped there. King Dryhump picking up that kill, but wow, he got the bubbles coming in. Picks up that one with the help of Portal Key, of course. Lock Shadow, he's going to drop.